Hello once again, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me for Kenshi as an unfair horror game. Yesterday, we spent pretty much all 2.5 hours of stream stuck in one village being ruthlessly attacked. Several people lost limbs. It was bad. It is time to see how we can recover today. If you are new here, by the way, especially if you're on YouTube, feel free to check that pinned comment so you can find the playlist with the whole series and start from the beginning. Hello, Space Monkey. Congrats on grabbing the first redeem today. And thank you for the resubscription for 43 months. That is an incredible level of support, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, welcome in YouTube viewers, VOD watchers, one and all. Thank you for being here. Let's get started with some Kenshi. By the way, if you didn't catch the announcement yesterday, my newest video on Kenshi as a solo Fogman drone in Permadeath is out now. That is Kenshi's weakest warrior, Bleep. It was a pretty fun video to make. All right, let's go ahead and get the game pulled up. We officially have 525 hours in Kenshi, all of it either here with you on stream or getting B-roll or testing mods, all stream or video related stuff. All right. So yeah, last time I think we left off just as the sun was rising and our travel squad had basically rested and fully healed as much as they can through the night. Now it's going to be about time to travel home. Hello, friend Alex. Good to have you. Yes, we are here. We have quite the squad out here adventuring, but what we don't have a lot of is food. Hello, Wheezy. Welcome in. So let's get some dried fish for the road. Space Monkey, today you are very smart and very agile. Anybody need a decent weapon still? This is a refitted blade. 52. Does like way better. Wheezy could use this weapon. It is most of our money. In fact, it is more than all of our money. Can I have those MREs? They do sometimes sell ration packs, but for now it's going to be dried fish for us. All right, yep, we're all healed up. Now, our goal is to get back home, and I don't exactly know where home is, but I know if we go this way up the mountains through Dreg, we should get into Vane. Excuse me. We should get into Vane, and we should be closer to finding it. Hello, K. Henzo. And we're immediately attacked. Game name, Kenshi. Okay, Ash has shot Burn 3 times in a row. And we have a bandit raid at home. That's nice. Hello, thank you for lurking. I hope you're doing well, friend. Work is rolling out Claude code to the devs, so now you don't write code anymore. You ask the AI to do it and spend your time reviewing code instead. Interesting times. How do you feel about that? All right, yeah, they have the money to buy all this stuff. 15 people. Yeah, the vertical streaming will push you out to a wide audience, but it tends to be much quicker to come and go. Have mixed feelings for sure. It's satisfying to be able to do so much more than before so easily, but pretty much so can anyone who didn't study for years to do it. Sounds a little like what happened with machining and CNC devices. And if it is like that parallel, then there will always be room for people who can do it manually. Oh, we have Black Dragon ninjas out here. I'm gonna be real, I didn't realize they raided Vane. They might beat us up. Hey, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Well, let's see how much patience they have before they launch the attack. Not all over yet. Still need to do it manually sometimes and still need that skill for reviewing the code and knowing what we want, etc. Yeah, that sounds like what I've heard from other people. All right, so yeah, I believe we want to go... I thought there were some mountains that we went through the first time. See, this is where not having a map becomes an issue. I almost wonder if it was these mountains. Can we get up here? And Hanged Man and Ash are under attack. Oh, it's Hungry Bandit. Maybe the same ones we beat up already. All right. Up the mountain we go. It is 8 in the morning, so we have approximately 12 hours of sunlight before the sun starts to set. We definitely don't want to find ourselves in Vane, not in our settlement when that happens. It really is not handy that it has been 2 weeks since I made this trip last, and now I'm having to remember how I made it backwards with no map. Hey, thanks for lurking. Good to see you again. Hello, Seiko on the YouTube. Maybe the no map option wasn't the best, but it was what the story needed. What's up? Just some Kenshi weekend. I believe it was something like this pass right here that we took. Maybe if we get to a high point on the mountain, we can see our home. Hey, that's us. There it is. We can see our home. Hello, Zayden on YouTube. Good to have you. Now, if I click on it, will they run all the way home? That's quite a lot of land to travel. What am I playing? This is Kenshi. Great sandbox survival game on Steam and GOG. We're currently playing it on a mod with no map, so we're having to navigate around the world just by landmarks. I can see my house from here. Any Skyrim player who has antagonized a giant. Do I want you to sub? If you enjoy games like Kenshi and Fallout and the like, and you want to see more, absolutely. But, you know, I think you should subscribe to who you are interested in and what you want to see more of. Now, we have some cannibals. Hello, follower of Clay. Welcome in. Are there goats too? And nomads? Okay, just everybody's joining in. Vern, why are you so bad? Get some hits in, my guy. And they keep hitting him in his left leg, which is his worst leg. Okay, everybody's awake, right? We don't want anybody unconscious around the cannibals. I feel like it could be fun to do a playthrough with a map, but no cursor to tell you where you are. But just straight up, no map is truly what makes this a horror playthrough. I think so. And I love that this game is so moddable that you can, you know, fit it to your own desires. You just subbed. Well, thank you very much. We're on that path to 1,500 now. Seems like not all that long ago I was breaking 1,000. Thank you all for the support. Killing it. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's definitely been a lot more effort into the YouTube side of things recently. Twitch, I mean, I'm streaming on both right now, but the streams feel like my opportunity to record stuff and to hang out with people. But it feels like actually making the content, you know, it pays off for longer periods of time. All right, we can speed up a little bit. It is now 1 in the afternoon. What's all that green, scraggly stuff on the ground? The grass? Some of us need to refamiliarize ourselves with the concept of grass. Okay, so one of the things that we really need to bring up to speed are our robotic limbs. We have some right now because we've lost some limbs, but the limbs that we have are really bad. And when I'm thinking about where we could go to get better replacement limbs, a couple of places come to mind. The only place that really makes sense for us to try for right now, I think, is World's End. That said, not everybody can really travel to World's End because we have to go through Holy Nation territory. And they don't like skeletons or anybody with robotic limbs. Or Shek. Hey, Addo, welcome in. So I'm thinking we put together a small team to head to World's End. If we had more money, stopping at Armor King would not be bad either. Try to limit your exposure to the outside because of the giant ball of radioactive material in the sky. Yeah, imagine being in Florida right now. So, you know we gotta get one of them lanterns while we're in Vane. Lanterns? What lanterns? You know, them lanterns of radiance. It would be like going to the swamps and not buying drugs or fish. Okay, so here's the deal. We've got a beast trader showing up at the same time as we have Black Dragon ninjas out here. I was gonna fire up Kenshi soon yourself. Your favorite recruit mod, Band of Rejects, just had an update to add more weirdos to the wild world of Kenshi. You can't wait to make a crew of oddballs? That sounds like a fun playthrough. Been chilly here the last couple of days. Been nice to wear the big hoodie and be real cozy with streams, but I gotta go to work. That's right, it is getting to the cold part of the year for you, isn't it? Just leaving Vane, bought a lantern. You gotta buy a lantern. Can't survive without some animals. Okay, what kind of animals you got? Let's go find out. Let's see. A wild bull, that's interesting. I didn't even know they sold those. I thought they just sold pack bulls. They don't really have anything that's grown. Hello, Toasty. Good to have you. You know what? Maybe we do buy a pack bull. We're going to name this one. Oh, its head is all bloody. Is it okay? Why would you sell us a wounded animal? We're going to call this one Chips. Hey, Todd, thank you for resubscribing. 24 months, I appreciate you.
Adnock Dance.
2 years now. Great to have you. Dropped in on you a little bit earlier while you were playing Coffee Talk, I believe it was. All right, they're about to attack, so we'll give them all we've got. No, Chips, don't be killed by the gorilla, Chips. Are they... They're just going to raid our food barrel? Seems like it. So now we're going to have to fight them to get all of our food back. And we got this gorilla messing things up for us. Damn, I forget how these ninjas just dexterity mog you. Selling a wounded animal does feel like something Kenshi merchants would do. Think most bandit groups in Kenshi would take the coin off a dead man's eye. Coffee Talk is your cozy Sunday game. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, for sure. I was combing through some VODs before I went out for a little bit earlier. Can you all, like, dispatch with this gorilla already? There's those ninjas, yeah. Getting beaten up by the Black Dragon ninjas is such a Kenshi rite of passage. All right, let's get them in here to aid in this fight. Can't believe a gorilla had to attack us in the middle of all of that. Forgot we had an edge type 1 staff for some reason. Probably should have taken everybody's bags off so they could fight better. Bandit raid has ended. All right, Hanged Man, you got this. Patch yourself up. Griffin keeps trying to get back up and just passing out. I think they may have taken all of my food. What are they going after now? What are they taking? Burn, hold on. Fix yourself up so you'll actually be, like, useful in the fight. Got a couple people playing dead. Let's let Wheatstraw do some medic, and then maybe stand back up, and that should be a toughness boost. To prevent others stealing your food, just put it in a general storage chest. Your people eat from them, and no opponent loots those. Interesting. Also, hello, Big Travis. Sorry, I was locked in on the fight. Good to have you. I get where you're coming from, follower of Clay, but that seems like, you know, I like having, like, foils. And if one of those is that people, you know, raid my base because they can sense food, I'm all right with that. Well, Droopy may certainly lose that leg. We got some real fighters in the group. Oh, Clay has nothing for first aid. That's a problem. Ash, why aren't you doing first aid on yourself? Burn is doing some. If Burn can get his chest and leg health back up, he could kick off a second round of combat. Oh, and Chips is dying. Where even is Chips? Chips is right there. Just need a large enough standing militia armed with crossbows and swords, plenty of loot potential then. Yeah, the problem is feeding all those people. They just keep running around. Like, I don't know if they're trying to take over the base. Burn did run out of skeleton repair kit. Yeah, they're trying to throw people out now. We even got somebody on our own crossbow. I don't love the auto fainting thing that they do. Burn, would you like to get some hits in, buddy? You just gonna stand there and be a punching bag? Bird, come on, man. You should have stayed down and healed up your legs. You don't have to prove anything to us, Bird. Get your legs right, and then you can fight. Ah, now Ash is up in an elevated position and has a bow. Why is Ash not fighting? Why are you not fighting? Oh man, the AI got broken somehow. I even canceled the previous order several times. Oh, cool. We can magically give that to Burn so Burn can repair next time he wakes up. We're out here in the middle of the night, which I don't love. Hello, Sahin. Welcome in. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Skeletons won't repair themselves. Chips is dead. We just bought the bull. Doing pretty well. Good to have you. And Chips is getting butchered. Nothing we could have done to prevent that, I think. I do think, though, that Ash can maybe fight her way through this group up here. And then use the bow, actually use the fact that she's stuck in place to our advantage and fire down on them with the bow. I didn't realize how close Wheezy was to death. Mine is 97. Don't let you die, I'll do my best. Nothing is promised to anybody who participates in this. Clay's not looking great either. Where is Clay? Okay, yeah, let's let them do some first aid or not. There you go, Ash. That's the energy we needed. Nah, that is less the energy we needed. Oh, I think Burn just cut somebody's arm off. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome. I really needed Hanged Man to go and be a medic for people there. Well, the gorilla's back up. Okay, that should be Clay going the right direction at least. This one's bleeding. Okay, Burn should hopefully patch himself up this time while playing dead. Damn. That's our best shot, really. Okay. We'll speed it up until Burn starts to get back up, maybe. Unless Manhattan is going to do some medic. Oh, Wheat Straw's up. Where's Wheat Straw? Oh, no. Who was... Oh, was that that might have been one of the ninjas, and I just got confused because Wheat Straw was wearing the same hat. Okay, Burns patching himself up. I don't think we're done speaking about this yet. Ooh, Ash took an arm off. We might bleed this one out. What a series of blocks by Burn. Where's he going? There are more upstairs? Go get him, boy. Boom! They've been removed from Darkhaven. That might be the first time I have successfully retaken a base. You have returned. Hello, Cryo. You just missed us have quite a long engagement with the Black Dragon ninjas and then kicked them out successfully. Rotorlock, what's up? Good to have you. In the meantime, we need to be checking bodies for food, because I think they might have been stealing from us. I've decided to watch my entire first-time playthrough start to finish. Enjoy. There was something special about that series. Never get to have it again. Not with Kenshi, anyways. We might try some first-time playthroughs with some other games. Yep, this one had my ration packs. And you know what? Let's take your ninja blades. A lot of hours it was. A lot of hours. Well, not how I thought today was going to go, but does it ever? What sword is Burn rocking? So this is from Hives Expanded. It's a leaf chopper. Watching the uncut ones. Oh, hey, I love that. That is a lot. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, no, the gorilla's back up. I meant to kill that dang gorilla. Burn, get off the turret. You go down there and face it. There we go. All right, let's start getting some people in bed. Like Ruka, you can grab Brew. I think we got through that with no new loss of limbs. Burn, you, well, Hanged Man is almost up. Burn, can you get this one? Nah, they're just gonna run. They might make it away with some food. Why is it every time I buy an animal, they die? Who are we fighting now? Ruka, I'm very concerned. Burn has discovered this turret, and now it's all that he wants to do. Kenshi recruits pathfinding, the most interesting way to brutally die. Alright, Burn, come check them for stolen food that we will need to replace. Oh, yep, look at this. Oh, you had all my Gohan. Your first death was your bull, Otis. May he rest in peace. This is why you rarely use crossbow recruits, because they act like they're going to travel to Egypt to fight Dio the moment an enemy can render in your game. They do have such an aggressive vision range. There's a dead one out here, too. Let's check them. Oh, there's one right here. Hello, Stoner Fuzz. Good to see you. Okay, so nobody really... any of our food. I think we're just gonna end up missing some. We're gonna have to figure out how to get Ash down off the wall at some point. You had one dried meat. The boys are going, well, we just got beaten up pretty good by some ninjas. Brew's already back at work, though, so, you know, some sense of normalcy is returning. We do need to bring some people inside the wall, though, before some foul hounds wander by. I think we got one more bed free. Do I have a dedicated rescuer in town? No, but that's a good idea. Yeah, where do you think you're gonna go now? Hey, Ash, can you shoot this guy? This guy's just wandering around with 2 broken arms after attacking us, so Ash is just gonna use him as target practice. Boom! They've been removed from Darkhaven. Yeah, we could use some more beds. It would be a start anyways. We have the fabrics. We have fabrics up here. I don't know if they'll pull from them. Anybody else got fabrics? Yeah, there's some fabrics. Brew, come help out with fabrics. Handbrake is a magical tool, but boy, does it take forever. It does take a while. Vane is a pretty cool place to make a base. Haven't done it yourself. How is it for resources? It was lacking in something, but I was able to find a spot for copper. A small iron resource. Excuse me. Stone richness, about 50%. Very little fertility, almost no water, very little stone. It's got iron and copper. I'm living off of buying food from traders and the hive right now. So if you want to have a farm and stuff, maybe it's not so much your place. Hey, Maiko, good to see you. Get Brew to grab more fabric. Lurking for further attempts at boss fight in game made for children. Hey, it's rated T for teens. Don't sell yourself short. You got this. Down with that clown. Brew, why would you put the 3 fabrics in the bed that had no fabrics, instead of putting them in the bed that had 2 fabrics, so that it could have 4 fabrics and we could have a finished bed? Why? Okay. It's my fault for not managing better. All right, we've got some ads coming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I'll run some ads on both platforms, and I will play some clips of the channel while I'm away. I appreciate you dealing with these ad timings as they keep the pre-roll ads off on Twitch and make the channel easier to find. Someone did a comprehensive review of how good every zone is for a base. It's cool to see someone look at it from both a utility perspective and in a way that highlights Kenshi's risk versus reward for bases. I think I've seen those, or at least I've seen the series of videos that's like, why you should base in X, and each one has a selling point. But yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Appreciate y'all. No, it's difficult when you're starting out and you want more. So I read that that had explosives in it, and I thought, neat. Maybe if I break it in, or if I break into it, it'll give me a grenade. I think in the good ending, I make my parents proud, and I marry Junko, and then I get a nice stable job and a nice house, and I have 2.2 kids, and then I do barbecues with my brother and his family. And I box up all of my video games and put them away and pull them out once every couple years and look at them wistfully and sigh and remember what used to be, but realize I'm a different man now with different priorities. I think that's the good ending.
Bets to access it from the service level. Got a way in from there.
Judy's hair reminds me of a rooster. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this. I give it a 70% chance I blow myself up. Do you ever say to yourself, I knew that was coming, why did I do that? This mini truck looks like a death trap. Maybe compared to some of the other tanks that are on the road, yeah. There's a death trap for that person. I can feel it. They're gonna come to life any second, and I'm gonna regret ever poking around back here. Please. What did I tell you? Oh, okay, so we need a new windshield. The only reward I got from doing this is the boost in self-confidence. And that's probably more dangerous in Kenshi than anything. Go away or I'll call the police. Shinji, what the fuck are the police gonna do about that? You see the meat nightmare hallway outside. I wonder if I can spot these hogs from afar. Nope, or from a close. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm no longer fast as fuck. I accelerated at a great pace in a negative direction. Okay, this one's gonna take a lot of coughing. A cacophony, if you will.
Leon! Louis, I've got something for you guys.
Did anybody catch the zoom when he said, I've got something for you guys? What exactly has he got? All right, we're back. Thank you for dealing with the ads. We're going to try to put the shattered pieces of our lives back together here on stream. And also, we're going to play some Kenshi. I shouldn't joke like that. I have no reason to make that joke, but it was funny. Oh, yeah, we got to get Ash down off this wall. How do we do that? Ash, how far can you get? Now, can we have someone go pick you up? Oh, Manhattan is still holding pineapple. Okay. Put pineapple in the bed. Okay, wait. Manhattan thinks she can do it this way. Let's find out. No, Manhattan just wanted to open the gate. Ah, success. Oh, we've got a good amount of bolts. What is Bruise? Bruise crossbow smithing is 23 right now. Manhattan Cafe would want those starting gates to be open. Good, good. We're resting up. Our food supply is greatly diminished, but still okay for now. Rue, I believe, still had some books. Yeah, let's put some books in here. I don't know what we can do with them, but let's see. Heavy weapons. I guess some of this training would be okay. Put food in the research bench and never gets looted. Somebody said the same thing about general storage, but that's okay. I like the systems as intended. What's up, Pervicious? Good to see you. We got people already going back to work. Look, Wheatstraw's doing it, carrying Griffin. Yeah, we definitely will need some more beds. Why is Droopy getting up? Your right leg is at minus 100 health. Go to bed. Manhattan, you don't need it that bad. No, Manhattan is insistent that she does indeed need the bed that badly. Burn has hello wear damage, so we will want to get him over to the hive. Oh, Bruca has a fabric. Okay. Well, we can use that fabric to make another bed. Going to bed now. Clay is getting food. Wheatstraw should be able to drop Griffin off. And let's get Droopy. Now, Griffin woke up from his nap, went and got some meat, and then went right back to bed. I respect the hustle. All right, we'll probably pass the night this way, and then once everybody's kind of rested and put back together, we'll make a shopping trip to the hive, and then we'll start to talk about our next plans that I was referencing earlier when everything fell apart. We really not have any lights in here? And suddenly there was light. Imagine trying to sleep with all these lights overhead. You feel like you're in a grow op or something. I always liked the torch for light. I like to be able to look into a building from outside and clearly see what's going on. Wheezy's like, I can't sleep with all this damn light. See that building from space? What's stealth? I like visibility. So if I were to put together a squad to go to the end of the world, can't be Ruka, can't be Griffin, can't be Burn, can't be Ash, can't be Hanged Man. It would need to be Manhattan, Wheezy, could be Wheat Straw. Be Droopy. Could be Clay. Because these are the ones who are going to be able to travel through Holy Nation territory. Pineapple could too if we needed another. Okay, let's send Brew to do some shopping. And now I had a hive village here. There it is. I hate when the footstep sounds switch up because then it makes it sound like there's something new running behind you. Yeah, here's the trader. So, they have 3 fabric. And sell them these electrical components. These dried fish would be good. That was like 10 grand. Checking to see if I have anything else I need to sell. No, we will respect burn, and you will like it. Not many especially useful research materials. And get Brew coming back home. Damn, those are some scary damage numbers. What's going on here? Oh, you poor, poor escaped servant. Hey, Toady, what's up? Good to see you. Bleep video finally dropped, by the way. I saw you were, I was editing an earlier VOD of this series and you were asking about it. Hope you're doing well. Managed to have a base? Yeah, we're based up here in Darkhaven in Vane. All right, so this squad is getting renamed End of the World. Nobody's got a bounty, and everybody here should be allowed... Oh, Brew should trade. Who's going to be expedition leader? It's going to have to be Wheezy. Brew should trade with Wheezy and give the Holy Flame. Watch it 100%. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, it took me a while to work on it, but it is out now. Brew should also dump these books. Hanged Man can get back on researching. Why was Manhattan not using the ringed saber? That I'm not sure. Oh, might have had a bow instead. Get Clay off of jobs. We get all of these people off of jobs. Their new job is something else altogether. Manhattan has no bow training. So the big problem with this setup is we only have 2 out of 5 are crossbows. That may be okay. Wheezy should trade for maybe Ash's weapon. We're getting organized for an expedition is what we're doing. I give you a heads up on those heads in the inventory. So that is from a mod. You mean, who had them? These? So these are Mist Ghoul heads. They are from a mod, so you can't get those base game. But Fog Prince's base game, you can take their heads and sell them. It's a good way of getting some cats once you figure out how. Considering creating a save file with all the mods I'm using, do I recommend it after a 73-day run? If you're okay with it being unfair and turning things on their head and having to relearn how to play the game and everything, yes. I have a collection for it on Steam. If you go to any of my past VODs, or if you go to Steam Workshop Collections and type in Unfair Horror, you can just download the whole collection that I'm using. Kenshi is fair, you're doing it wrong. You'd rather mine copper than that. That's fair. I mean, we all gotta draw our own lines. Make sure to recommend it. Hey, I appreciate that. But, you know, give honest feedback, too. I am not a modder, and I never advertise myself as a modder, so I put a lot of disclaimers out there that the mod list could be broken and unfun and unfair and not balanced. So, you know, I like to let people know up front. I have my things that I know how to do, and when it comes to modding, I basically just know the bare minimum. All right, let's see. Do we have first aid? No, so that's something that we'll need to buy. Let's grab the end of the world crew. Oh, let's see. Wheat straw should definitely get some bolts. Time to head to the very top left of the map. Good luck. So many bolts. And did Wheezy get some bolts? Wheezy needs to get some bolts. Oh, for my world. No, no, no. I ain't ready. Neither am I. You have not seen what the top left of the world looks like in my playthrough. Red ideas are always fun. This is not an exception. I appreciate it. If I do more playthroughs that rely more heavily on mods, I will definitely make an effort to put a collection together. Show us? Well, I play Permadeath, so I'm only going to show you that part of the world when I think I won't instantly lose every single person I send there. If anybody's good with Kenshi mods and wants to help me make Bleep as like a character that people can add to their game and fight for fun, let me know. All right, we'll get Ruka mining. We'll get Griffin operating this thing. And Burn can operate this. And Hanged Man can operate this. Does Permadeath just mean not save scumming if someone dies? Basically, I do not reload a save unless there is a game-breaking bug. I'd love to 1v1 Bleep. Yeah, that would be awesome, I think, for people to be able to do. So I would love to put together a little mod like that. Where's Droopy going? Getting food. Is Bleep a fogman? Bleep was a fogman drone. All right. We're gonna start by sending the gang into stack. Our objective, World's End. Should have a godly level Bleep as the main ruler in the top left. So the idea of the mod is it will be Bleep with the exact stats and equipment at the end of that playthrough. So you can basically download and fight Ultimate Bleep. Gotta go check what his stats were again. They were like high 80s to low 90s for the most part. And with the cybernetic limbs, I think his dexterity at the end was like 140. Best characters like high 40s, low 50 for combat. Yeah, it's it'll be that way until you kind of find the meta strategies, which is why I recommend people don't look up the guides, because once you know how to power level, you never want to play any other way. It's part of the reason I have to put all these rules on my playthrough now, is to keep it mentally fresh for me so every game doesn't become the same min-max session. Got so much to play, got to do a new Kenshi run, finish Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, back playing Crash Bandicoot. Super hyped that Warhorse are making Lord of the Rings RPG 2. Yeah, I heard about that. Who's the MVP of this run so far? It could be Manhattan, it could be Ash. They're definitely high up there. Wheat Straw. And Wheat Straw, or Manhattan put all the food back. I was wondering why we had so many fish. Okay, we're gonna have to buy some food at Stack. Got a thief character with like 70s in each of the stealth skills. Yeah, that makes sense. We're lucky that was a regular bone dog and not a foul hound. All right, it's gonna run us down, so we gotta fight this gorilla. Well, something just wiped out a wolf den. That's probably a good sign. Time for a sing-song to raise our spirits. That's not a very good feeling song. Oh, but along came Tin Fist and the laughs rang quiet. The noble pissed his pants and the slaves had a riot. There you go. Let's see if Stack is even still alive. We should not take for granted that they are. Have a little feedback about the last video you would like to give with the most positive intention. Is it okay for me? Yeah, either drop a comment on the video, or if you want to send it to me on Discord or something like that, that would be best. I probably don't have the best mindset to like process it and actualize it on stream, but I'd love to hear it. Okay, we're going to the travel shop first because we've got to get Wheezy some shoes. Wheezy has been without shoes for too long. This is an indignity. We are going to get Wheezy some high-grade drifter's boots. Also, backpacks. Let's see. We have 3. Wheezy should have a backpack. Okay, so now everybody's got a backpack. Wheezy has his own medic supplies. Contact you in Discord then, probably tomorrow since it's late in Spain and already in bed. Yeah, sounds good. I appreciate you asking and taking an interest. If we can find some more advanced first aid, we should, but for now, we'll start with this. Maybe the general store will have some. I forgot we did like a fairly decent job of getting people okay equipment. First of all, let's see what we have for food already available in the town from our little shack that we own. Being said that you're rooting for wheat straw, I'd like to think we all are. What's happened here? Sentinels and such in a recovery coma. Nothing for food items. We do have a little more first aid. Oh, and a specialist grade leather shirt. Somebody should have that. See if there's even anybody tending to the general shop. Nope, looks empty. All right, how about the bakery? Well, you've not got much for us, do you? Be a start. I guess we'll need to go to the bars and pick up some food as well. Oh my god, what happened here? Where's Manhattan going? No, don't ditch resources. Let's see. So, you're enslaved. You're enslaved. You're enslaved. And everybody else is gone? This Holy Sentinel is dead. What a horrible, horrible world we've created. All right, let's go check out this other bar. Nothing we want to buy there. Feels like a Shaun of the Dead joke. Yeah, that actually was a decent amount of food. Used up all of our money. Oh, you can get specialty headstones, so you can get Ochrenite ones as well. All right, so let's see. It is 8 o'clock. So we probably don't want to head for the next city yet. I think we want to hunker down here in town. We can have everybody take a seat to lower the amount of resources they use. All right, let's see. Is everything working as planned? Labor appears to be happening. Brew is still making bolts and working on that crossbow smithing skill. Would be great if we could buy some blueprints to make some higher level crossbows, although we might need steel bars for some of it. We might be able to buy those, like enough of those to make some really high level crossbows, though. Which would be the goal. What would it take to make a couple batteries? Just iron plates and electrical components? I don't know that I've ever seen the wind go below 50%, but, you know, just in case it does. Be good to have some batteries. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried about the next leg of our trip. Where you made your base, the wind loves to stop. That is, that can be quite the problem. Have like 40 batteries. That's one way to do it. At least the batteries don't like degrade and have to be rebuilt. I like this. I like that the gang's just hanging out here, taking up some chairs. That one's not in our gang. They can finally relax for once. Yeah, we have it way easier than the guys back home. They're working the iron mine and stuff. Oh god, chaos has broken out. What's happening? Hungry bandits, okay. I like how much we individually light up this bar at night. Yes, relax. Spend the night on your nice, cushy pillow, because in the morning, we don't know what awaits us. And yet, we set off towards it. Morning already. Sure comes early, don't it? Why is Droopy going that way? Can I, like, request you all to maybe stay together some? Totally 4 people there. Good catch. Yeah, Droopy was going a different way for some reason. Not so much in your world, you got more hours on the game than days have passed. I've wondered before, like, I know a lot of RimWorld players will do, like, 500% speed, no pause. I wonder if that's possible to do in Kenshi. Bad things always happen when you speed up. Exactly. Honestly, we might be encouraged to take a path that I don't usually take. Always like to play at 1x speed most of the time. I can be really bad about being overconfident and being on too high of a speed, but playthroughs like this one, they definitely reverse that tendency. Who's the giant statue they have slaves building in those camps? I believe it's the Lord Phoenix. Hey, what's up, Borealis? Good to see you. Oh, what's happening here? A bunch of no good is what's happening there. Don't know where he is. Yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to fully explore the map. A military base. Well, then why are there mist ghouls everywhere? Damn, they're fast. They find us. They found us. They found us. Backpacks are OP in many ways, yes. We'll take these teeth. They sell for good money. And they take up little space. Oh, it's a Mist Guardian. Or a Mist Horror, even worse. Okay, I gotta say, investment in crossbow has been very good. Because we're really bleeding them with the crossbow. Do the teeth from blood spiders have any real value? Not a ton, I don't think, but they don't take up much space. So especially if you've got like a wooden backpack or something and you stack them, you can do all right with them. So what is ribs? Nah, his armor's not that valuable and it takes up a lot of space. We're gonna see if we can maybe stop off at Blister Hill and rest up. It's awful early in this expedition to have to stop and rest, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The Fogmen modded guys fast in water? I don't know. I've never tried. Yes, Blister Hill is in the region. I would show you where the region is on the map, but I don't have a map. But yes. It's not too much further east we can go. What does region mean? Like a region of the map. So like we're staying, you know, if this is the map, we're staying like here. So we're going as far east as World's End, which is like here, and then we're going as far south as Squin, which is like here-ish. Bet you had way less room than that. No, we have a decent amount of room, just a lot of it is a terrible place for us to be in our current state. Oh, that's right. I think one of these characters used to be Bard, and that's why he's always trying to sing songs. In the Armor King place. We might actually pass it on the way to World's End. Looks like one of the crew is limping pretty bad. Yeah, that would be Clay. Hopping pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 18 miles an hour. She's moving. So now wouldn't be a time... Now wouldn't be a time to recruit anybody, but maybe on the way back from World's End, we should be able to pick up a couple of recruits in Blister Hill. I want to pick them up because you want athletics to be the same-ish. They're moving just as quickly as, like, Droopy in the heavy armor is probably moving even more slowly than Clay is. So I'm just not all that fussed about it. It's a strong crew. The bleeding out strat is really nice. Yeah, for the ghouls, it seems to be effective. Get Clay to a bed. Anybody else really need one? Not all that badly. Could browse the weapon shop for funsies. And it's terrible. It is all simply terrible. Oh man, we gotta send Manhattan out here. That is gonna be leather for days, and leather means money. Leather money or money made of leather? Leather money, I guess. I mean, that's just free real estate. Or I guess they're skins, they're not leather, but... Have to go to sleep. Hope the day goes well. Had a great time. Hey, great to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. An entire river nest wiped out. And for what? All right, we got a pocket full of skins. So now's a good time to go ahead and take another break as we've got those Twitch ads coming back around. I appreciate you. I'll run some ads on both platforms, get them out of the way, and then I'll be back in just a moment. Some clips of the channel will play while I'm gone. Thanks for being here. Man, look at those lighting effects. But where's my ray tracing? It's literally unplayable.
Today I lost the piss lottery, and that's what my chat became about.
Are we all done moving? I'll accept mild gesticulating. Oh, no, I will not. I will not accept mild gesticulating. That is the last time I tolerate mild gesticulating.
Okay, this one's gonna take a lot of coughing. A cacophony, if you will.
That's what she said. Probably. Yeah, that is indeed what some she has said, I bet. And you know who that she was? Kenshi. I think there's a lesson in there for all of us.
Yeah, that doesn't look like any plant I've ever seen.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
I bet you there was something important in this briefcase, and it's moving on its own. There's something important and haunted in this briefcase. He's alive with the spirit of dance. And having played his final act out, he departs the stage.
Start walking.
Look at this. He's gonna think he's got a chance. Got a new lease on life. Okay. Is everybody in this room dead except for me? Cool. I can work with that.
All right, we back. Oh, sorry, in 2 seconds, we are back. So we'll sell these skins. Thank you, thank you. Let's check out the armor shop. They'll probably have money to buy the skins. Yeah, that was like 3,000 cats easy. I'm sure they probably don't have anything too good for us here, but... we will want to save some money for World's End anyways. We might even have to do some fundraising when we get there. Because the limbs we're looking for are going to be probably quite expensive. I think we may just need to stay here overnight and continue the second leg of the journey tomorrow. Who's Ash aggroed on? Ash, we gotta do some work to keep you busy. I don't know what, but we gotta find a job for you to keep you off that turret. What is Ash's athletics? So max possible speed is 22 miles an hour. I'm wondering if, we have multiple people who are missing limbs. I'm wondering if we have somebody who would be fast enough to run us into Mongrel if we got them a scout leg, a masterwork scout leg. Gonna build some more storage for electrical components. And then we'll put Ash on copper mining. We'll build up a surplus of electrical components. That'll be something we can trade with the hive for cash if we need. And it'll be night now, so just keep an eye on things. Where are they fighting? Like hungry bandits, maybe. I believe we sure did harvest all of them. Oh, this one's still dying. Manhattan, you missed one. Oh, and thank you, Borealis, by the way. Yeah, we'll have them take some chairs, so they'll use up less of their hunger waiting. I have never had to do this strategy of hopping between friendly locations. That's one thing I really like about this playthrough, is it makes you play it a different way. We'll head out for the morning about 5. And we're gonna head this way towards the River Vend. Just realized we don't have any contraband, do we? I don't think we have anything that they're against. There it is. There's the river. We could also go through the mountains. That might actually work. Problem is, they will probably be a nightmare to traverse. But I think we'll make better time doing it that way than swimming. Ah, there's even somebody we can trade with up here. Yeah, they have some good stuff. Shopkeeper can't afford that. So we could buy enough stuff from them. And then sell them back the head. Okay, cool. All right, into the mountains we go. You know, I realize it's not often I can travel through here and not be considered an enemy, but that's one advantage of this particular squad makeup is we are able to travel through this territory without being harassed. Well, by the Holy Nation, anyway. There could still be things out here to harass us. Do so many hiver runs that you're unfamiliar with this feeling? Yeah, even if you don't ally with the Holy Nation, it is nice sometimes to play a run where you're not, like, immediately public enemy number one on site. Looks like Clay isn't limping anymore. Yeah, that was part of the reason we stopped so early. was to get a bed for Clay to rest up because you get expedited healing when you're in a bed. That's World's End. We've got a ways to go. Speaking of beds, gotta go. Have a good one, Clay. Good job on our adventures today. I believe that's the path we need to take. We might need to, once we get to World's End, we might need to go loot the Flotsam safe house for some cash. Someone say a heist? I don't know if it's a heist if nobody's in there, but... That is a victimless crime. Okay, Borealis, I hope you don't leave your home. That's what the geese are for, home security. I believe it. Man, we had basically like a naval blockade in our pond the other day. There were so many geese. There must have been 30 of them. Like it literally looked like a mini war game or something, just with geese taking over the pond. If there are, then you can use aggressive stealth. No one can report a crime if there are no witnesses, depending on the game you're playing. All right, we discovered World's End. Okay, now how to get into World's End. Yes, yes, I believe. Okay, it looks like it's this way, so I believe we'll, let's go up here. I gotta say, this playthrough is giving me like a better intuitive feeling for how far you can travel in the world in a given day. Hey, there it is, World's End. Look at us. Who'd have thought, huh? How's the Kenshi treating you? Pretty good. We're scraping by. We're fighting. We're clawing. We're surviving, kinda. How you doing, Dilly? All right, so a couple things we would want is like maybe the ranger shop. Well, we're less interested, I think, in the ranger shop than whatever this shop may have in terms of limbs. Not anything amazing. Getting back in from being out, gonna get situated in a lurk for a bit while you take care of business. Hey, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. So a standard scout left leg is only plus 15% athletics, which is not amazing. I say we try and re-roll it. So I mean, we could get a bunch of blueprints for making different types of bolts. Would definitely be a good start. We don't have enough to buy the springbat blueprints now, but I wonder if 3 hours is enough time to send Brew to do some trading. I think maybe we don't chance it today. But we're here, and we got money operations going on back in Darkhaven. So I think we hang out here a little bit and see what investments we can make. We'll hang out in the big bar here. See, now we can make a bunch of different arrow types. Oh, and they got plenty of seating for us. I mean, honestly, we've got a couple avenues as far as what we can use money on here. We can get archery equipment. We could recruit people. Oh, there's even a skeleton recruit here. Gotta say, although traveling back home with the skeleton would be difficult, I think there is a way to do it. All right, if anybody, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, if you want to have a chance to be named after, have a character named after you, or you pick a name for the character, but it has to be TOS appropriate, you can go ahead and drop some suggestions in the chat. I think we're going to go ahead. Ooh, 6,000 cats. Okay. Can't afford that right now. But if you're still here tomorrow, I think we recruit you. Bing bong? Okay, we can do bing bong. Named this guy Roboto #1. Not Mr. Roboto. Alright, how we doing on the electrical components? What is happening outside our gate? It's a weird looking Pokemon. Only heard half the question, but your answer is French toast. We'll go with Bing Bong, because Cemetery Chick got to it. But I should restart the list in Discord or somewhere. His hopes and dreams. They probably won't come true. Man, that's sad. Oh, I didn't realize you could just right-click the campfire and have it automatically do its operation. Thought it would autofill but won't take it out. Maybe. Yeah, that looks like correct. Bunch of free food, I'll take it. It's a miracle the newbie got something right. How many games can you call yourself a newbie with 60 hours in it? Single player games. Considering you've 100%ed over 80 single-player games, it's tough to say. Usually 1,000 hours is when you're considered an expert on something. I thought 10,000 was an expert, but that's in, like, real-world skills. I feel like you can be considered an expert at a video game in less than 10,000. Got both in just one game. Because if it's 1,000, like, let's say that you work 40 hours a week, then you would become an expert in that job in 6 months. And I don't think that's the case. I think you become, like, adept at a job in 6 months. Unless you are just built different. Okay, we'll pass the night. I have you on Steam, I can confirm. Yeah, but I wouldn't call you out for playing Fallout 4 right now while you're watching stream. 6K on Rocket League. I don't know if I've ever played Rocket League. All right, let's get Brood to stop jobs and load up electrical components. Probably my most hours in a game is also Fallout 4, but I bought it on PlayStation 4 and played that for a few years. So I don't have a count for those years. So I wouldn't know exactly how many hours I have on Fallout 4. Okay, we'll get Brood to head out of here as soon as the sun is up to have a good idea of where we're going. See, that's why, because there's beak things at the gate. All right, who do we have with the bow? We have just people with spring bats. All right, you two back up. Gonna have to let it in. Brew, you go on passive and hold because I need you to be able to run to do the shopping. Hey, Randy the Random, welcome in. Okay, I kind of gotta get rid of these guys so that I can do my shopping. You all just stay away. Look, Hanged Man is gonna solo. How is Kenshi a horror game? You haven't seen my Kenshi. Right now it doesn't look so horrible, but it is. We have no map. Oh, he is on passive and hold, that's right. Still attacking, though. We have no map, we have darker nights, and we have horrible monstrosities wandering all portions of the map, and we have overhauled Leviathan Coast into a terrible area called Dead Mist Plains. Hanged Man, why are you doing so poorly at this? You have like 57 defense. So it's modded? Yes, it is modded. In fact, you can find the whole collection on Steam if you'd like to try out the series of mods for yourself. All right, we may need some backup here. Ruka, get out there and show him what you got. I think Hanged Man just scared him off by screaming. See, I try to fight Beak things one-on-one just because of the AoE. How did Burn just take 59 left leg damage? You need crazy Mato grade weapons. I can show you a trick to cheese it. That wouldn't be very fun, though. I wouldn't be playing an unfairly difficult mod pack on Permadeath with no save scumming if I wanted to cheese Mato weapons, but I do appreciate it. All right. Can finally get everybody back inside and send Brew to do what he was going to do, which is to trade with the hive right here. That is my choice. It is. Thank you. I hear a beak thing. The first time you saw a hive caravan with these behemoth-looking creatures, Garu, sprinting at your new base at full speed, you panicked so bad and made everyone run for their lives. How long has the series been going? Probably about 45 hours so far. I have a playlist for it. So after stream, I always put the playlist in the pinned comment, but the playlist has all of the VODs start to finish. And then what I do is once I'm done with the playthrough, I edit the whole thing down into a mega series and release a video on it. So like the video that I just released was my Fogman drone solo permadeath playthrough. This one will also be a video eventually. There's a decent amount of money. So yes, if we wanted to, we can buy spring steel and steel bars for making crossbows. All right, let's get Brew back home. And then we can check on the World's End crew. Should be an opportunity to get some animal skin. If someone's idle, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have them just tanning leather. Oh, that gorilla was not happy with that. Gonna open this. We're gonna have Brew run over here, grab this leather. Run inside the gate. Gorilla's just gonna do its thing. Griffin, what are you doing? Is there any mods to help them run through the mountains better? Because your people keep getting confused. There are some pathfinding fixes that may help with that, but I've never tried them, so I can't say for sure. To close. Okay. Man, you should be resting after your beak thing encounter. Ruka as well. And Pineapple. All right, let's, we were going to get a new recruit. I charge 6,000 cats. I have the sword skills to make me worth my cost, though. I'm not sure I believe that, but okay. So, Bing Bong, welcome to the party. Yeah, you've got 5s in skills. And you're telling me you're worth 6,000 cats? If you weren't a skeleton, I would have laughed you out of here. Where am I currently? So this is World's End, which is in the mountains sort of by, like, Rebirth. And then my base is in Vane. Bing Bong's probably not going to be very useful right now, but probably good to get him started as an archer. Vane is like the region territory name and not a town. Right. There's not really many towns in Vane. You're mostly going to find like little hive villages. Yeah, so there's a Springbat blueprint. By the blueprint. Did we just start him off with a shoddy toothpick? I mean, it causes almost as much blood loss, and for now, it's going to be the thing that we're going to be able to keep him in ammo of the most. Do you have people with crossbows? It really depends. Crossbows to a lot of people are kind of OP, but they have their own problems. Once you give a character a crossbow, they like to aggro on everything everywhere. Also, if you don't invest in training crossbows, but you go straight to high-powered crossbows, you will end up shooting your own people, and tragedies may occur. What's happening here? How'd a beak thing get in? Well, that's meat and leather for me. Use his neck to pole vault over the wall. Okay, let's build a couple of things. We're gonna build some storage for skins. Well, actually, let's build a tanning bench first. We'll work everything else out around that. Storage for skins. Storage for leather. We'll have Pineapple do all that. Yeah, we'll have Bing Bong use a toothpick for now. We're gonna end up needing lots of money. If we get him a reliable secondary weapon. That stuff's expensive. feel like probably just a ninja blade for now. You know, we might could send Bing Bong to check out the Flotsam safe house. Fun little adventure for him. He would need... I wonder if anybody has a repair kit. I mean, it should have a repair kit. Needs a lantern. Start getting that stealth level going up too. Okay, it might not actually be so great doing it in the city. Oh, and they don't get a ton of stealth. Skeletons don't. One lantern, please. All right, now we have to try to navigate there. I believe the way that I always took. We kind of want to go down this way some. I think it's like this way. Oh, I hope there's a backpack there. I didn't think about that. I think as long as we get down the mountain, even if it's not the most direct and desirable path, I think I can find my way to the Flotsam safe house. What's my biggest motivation? That's a big question. Do you have more context for the question? Like in this playthrough, like in life, in streaming? Hidden forest. Okay, where I needed to go was sort of this way. However I interpret the question, I think an honest look at my motivation would say that I try to put myself in a situation where I enjoy how I spend my days and feel that I get to stretch my creativity and inquisitiveness and things that are going to be good for me and my loved ones. Very vague sort of answer, but I want to enjoy what I do every day. I want to not be stressed at the thought of existing, and I want good things for the people close to me. And then outside of that, there's myriad smaller motivations. Try to make spaces that I'm in slightly better and more positive, you know. Try to figure out how things work. Try to connect with things. Those are just one of many little motivations that sprinkle in. Okay, I'm kind of lost, but I think if I can head towards the Deadlands, I can find it. And playing like this will really show you your weaknesses with navigation and everything. We will have an ad break starting soon on Twitch. I will go ahead and take it. I think it's the last break I'm going to take for the night. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going the right way. Thank you for the thoughtful response, of course. Nothing that we can't chat about a little bit while running through a forest. But on that note, yes, the ad break is coming up. It's mostly for the Twitch ads, but I'll take a break and I'll run ads on both platforms just to get them out of the way. And then I'll be back in just a moment. I appreciate you.
Am I winning? Yeah, let's go with yes. Let's go with yes. Because that feels a lot better to believe. I know it's difficult when you're starting out and you want more. So I read that that had explosives in it, and I thought, neat. Maybe if I break it in, or if I break into it, it'll give me a grenade.
Did my daddy give you a hard time?
That's your father?
No,
Used to be.
just her daddy.
I'm sorry, but he's a...
Books are scattered around the desk. Nothing else special here. Except you. You're special, and don't you forget it.
Go away or I'll call the police. Shinji, what the fuck are the police gonna do about that? You see the meat nightmare hallway outside.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence.
I killed a ton
If
of
this is
people.
about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Stand by. We are almost there. ETA 3 minutes.
Okay, he said stand by, we are almost there. But I swear to God, my brain-rotted brain heard senpai, we are almost there. You just needed to know that.
Cover off out.
Press E to listen in. Have you finished? Oh, my bad. This is an intimate conversation. I should not be here. You let me know when you're done and we'll come back and do this again. Yes, sir. This whole section is rigged to blow. Listen, listen, you said you were done with the intimate talk. Are we all done moving? All right, let's see if we can find ourselves a safe house. Like, we got some nomads here. What is getting attacked down here? Cannibals versus goats. Hello again, fair play Yuigi. Or Yugi, maybe. I will be playing at whatever speed I desire, but it is good to see you. Just had a long day of traveling. How's it going? It's been an interesting one. We've been on the fence a couple of times in some tough spots, but we've managed to bounce back, and we're getting something resembling an economy. We also got a new skeleton recruit. Are you? Flotsam ninjas. Okay. I think we're all right with them. Yes, okay, we're almost there. I think we're going to pull into the Flotsam safe house as the sun is setting. I forgot just how slow skeletons can be. I mean, 16 mile an hour is not bad, but... Alright, nestled up here, those of you who watched the Bleep video may be familiar with this little shack. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, we can't pick that lock. Maybe there's tools around here. The hacksaw. Some cats. The hacksaw work? Sure does. It's gonna be a long night of cutting this lock. And it's just a bunch of swords. Of which I already have better ones. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ninja pants are at least better than the half pants. Ooh, a skeleton repair kit. Okay, that's one thing we needed. Trader's leathers, that's an improvement. And Drifter's leather pants. Another skeleton repair kit, that's a little bit of money. And then we'll just see what other valuables we can scrounge up. Oh, we already passed the night. Okay. Thought I saw some grog. I did. Ceramic bowl. Okay, that's all money. Let's see how Brew has been doing. I think Brew has spent all night repairing the gate against a beak thing. So Brew probably has not made us very much money. Wheatstraw being technically a former slave makes looting this place okay. Why is Brew not dumping the animal skins? Is an interesting question. Barely got any electrical components done. What I would like to do is have Brew come get these skins. And then we will put Pineapple on tanning leather. If you recruit another male party member, can you name them Grog the Barbarian? If not, what about Grog? Yeah, I can probably do Grog. Fair question. We've had a couple name requests where I have shortened them that way. Just because it's nicer if they can appear on screen. All right, we'll have Pineapple tan some leather now. Oh, Pineapple has a job, so who doesn't have a job? I think we don't need Pineapple doing the iron, because I think Ruka will do that. But Pineapple's job will be the leather tanning bench. Why are you going out there to do that? What? Yeah, no problem. Welcome in, Steel Dreams. Look, it's right here. No. What is happening? Where are you going? What? Why did that happen that way? I think there was a piece of skin on the ground. I could see that. That could be why. All right, time to get Bing Bong back into World's End. Bing Bong, who now has a little bit of armor. Nothing amazing, but, you know, it's some resistance. And more importantly, has repair kits. All right, now to try to navigate our way up the mountains, back into World's End. got to be one of these mountain passes, right? Like there. We're going for that one. So I'm not sure what the plan is for this week yet. I know we talked about going back and doing a couple of like liminal mods for Fallout, like back rooms and just liminal spaces type stuff. Might try to do that this week. Other than that, there's a couple of games I wanted to check out. Road to Vostok is one of them. Kind of a tactical survival shooter that we could try maybe in Permadeath. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. I know that I am not streaming tomorrow. But other than that, my streaming schedule may have opened up a little bit. Without, you know, a major big project to be working on for the video editing. And of course, if you are new here, we do Kenshi on Saturdays and Sundays. So those are the days that you know you will find Kenshi. We open it up for a little more variety during the week. Also, if you are new here, you can check out many of my Kenshi playthroughs. You can catch full VODs, or you can catch the edited videos. I've got my Blind First playthrough, Crabmaster playthrough, Building a Fogman Society playthrough. We do lots of Kenshi here, and I make videos on other games. We've got some Fallout 4 videos. I've done some Fear and Hunger blind playthrough videos, so there's probably a lot you'll like if you're into Kenshi. Alright, we just gotta find a mountain path. Maybe it was more this way. Cryptic Cashew, good to see you again. Hello, hello. How am I doing this evening? Quite well. Quite well. We have Kenshi modded into a horror game here. And we're, you know, making slow, painful progress as Chris Hunt intended. Trying to navigate this region of the world without a map, however, that is a whole extra layer of pain. I believe it's up here. I'm at least seeing the names of my teammates appear, so we know we're getting close. Ah, there we are. We can fudge the camera enough to get back in. Just what I needed. What is the theme for this one, or is it still the horror one? It is still the horror one, yep. I just put out a new video, though, my Fogman solo Permadeath run. I compiled the whole series into a video, and that just went out on YouTube a couple days ago. All right, let's maybe check the travel shop. I have to check it out and give it a like, hey, thank you very much. All right, so we'll sell 1 skeleton repair kit, ceramic bowl, and grog. And let's see what we got. 2 high scout leg rights. I don't think anybody lost a right leg. I think everybody lost left. What is Burn doing? Oh, I think Burn actually is helping. Maybe. I don't know if he's actually hitting anything from there. Beak things love my gate, man. Pineapple, why aren't you doing your job? No, the gate does not have to be open for you to do this. I promise you. How many foul hounds have I seen near this base so far? About 10, probably. Okay, so clearly my base is just broken all the way around, because now we have a gorilla in here. I think it might be time to play Kenshi. I don't know, Neon Rob, it might be. There is no reason you should need to open this gate to do your job. Drew's adding materials to something. Maybe that fixed it? Yeah, you're right. There was another skin outside the gate. Be such a weird system if that's the issue. Don't have a ton of money, but maybe we'll find something better for Bing Bong in the armor store. I mean, these two things alone would be... With all the hours I have in this game, what is my favorite way to play? I'm gonna hit you with a total non-answer. I like setting up scenarios that make me play the game in different ways. So I don't think I've played this game the same way twice. And if I have my way, I don't think I will. I do have a slight preference for smaller groups than larger groups, but I've done anywhere from solo runs to like 45 units. But I like every playthrough to make me approach things in different ways so that it tells a unique story. Eventually going to do one where you have multiple cities and around 150 to 200 people or so. If I can think of like a unique twist to put on it or something like that, maybe. But like my next playthrough that I'm planning right now involves 3 characters and the reactive world mod, which I've never used, and any other sort of I'm gonna look for mods that allow me to change the world more, because the playthrough will be about like 3 wandering characters changing the world with reactive world, which really enhances the number of game states that are in the world that you can create. And then, like, I've thought about doing, like, playing the game as a hungry bandit wandering squad, you know, just gonna try to force myself to play it up different ways. I have thought about doing one where the player takes over Morn, which is a city that if you stay in Morn long enough, it will usually get overthrown by beak things and other wildlife. I want to try to do one where we like build Morn to be a self-sustaining city and things like that. So I don't know about one with like 150 plus characters, because I didn't have Kenshi at the time, but when I built my Fogman society, I had like 45 Fogmen, and that was causing so many crashes, and building the base that large, the base pathfinding stopped working, raids stopped working, so I don't know if I want to try 4 times that amount of units. Sounds like a cool time, the 3 amigos, yeah. Yeah, maybe with Kenshi it's more stable, but things were falling apart at like 40 characters already. All right, look at this. Production is humming along. Who would have thought in the beginning of this playthrough that we would have our own little settlement like this? Just go ahead and speed through the night, I reckon. Pineapple is gaining some armor smithing skill, which is great because you don't need to have increasing levels of tech to make high-level armor. So we might be able to make our own armor pretty easily, whereas with weapons you have to have higher and higher levels of research to build the higher tiers of weapons. But armor smithing you can just grind out with low-level stuff. And then all of a sudden you're making masterwork grade armor. And thanks to our location, we have so much animal skin to turn into leather. Now, honestly, we might be losing money at this point doing so, because I think the amount of leather you get from the skin is dependent on your skill, and leather per unit is actually worth less than animal skin. But as Pineapple's armor smithing skill increases, she should get more leather out of each block of skin, so I think the economics will turn around. But I do think this is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. It's been a great one. I think this sets us off perfectly where next Saturday we start the game and we're immediately doing a trading run to the hive. We're checking out stores in World's End. We're looking for the limb components that we need and all of that stuff. So I think we're on great pace here. Came at the end. Yeah, I've been in a pattern where I've been sleeping a lot earlier, so I haven't been streaming as long. I'm thinking about trying to move my dinner a little earlier so I can start stream a little sooner. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But for anybody who wants more of this, more Kenshi, go ahead and check out the YouTube. We've got VODs over there. We've got full videos over there. I've got 500 and almost 50 hours of VODs over there, not to mention the videos. So lots to love until next weekend. And then, like I said, this week, we may check out some Fallout mods. We may do some Road to Vostok. Couple things up in the air are options, but I will not be here tomorrow. All right. Save game to the end of the world. Thanks, everybody, for being here and being a part of it. And as usual, we're going to close the YouTube stream off first. YouTube, thank you for being here, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD. I appreciate you, and I hope that you enjoyed this installment of Kenshi as an unfair horror game as much as I have. Look forward to seeing you for another one, whether it's one in this series or something else we do on the channel. But YouTube, until we do see you again,